Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is Apostle Bernard of the Renaissance Prophetic Network and also the founder and coach for the Creative Awakenings Academy. Um, I wanted to come on. I'm trying to, well, not trying. I'm doing it. I've just got a lot going on right now, and we're going to endeavor to be more consistent. So I wanted to come on and just give some dream meanings in the hope that this is helpful. However, if you desire to get a full interpretation for your dream, you can go to our description box. We've got a link there, um, and also if you're interested in getting a vision interpreted, what's the difference between a dream and a vision? Uh, it's not a it's not a great big difference, but dreams are more personal. Dreams are, God's communicating something to you about your life or about people in your life, people who are close to you. So dreams are more personal. One prophet called a dream a love letter from God. So God is communicating to you while you sleep. A vision, on the other hand, often will reveal things that are happening in the earth, things that are happening in your nation. You can actually have a vision while you're asleep, but also you can have a vision while you are awake. And so, I've been interpreting dreams for years now, but just recently, in the last year, the Lord uh, enlarged my commission for interpretation, and He called me to start interpreting visions. And so I've been able to interpret a few visions, and we also offer dream coaching. What I do in dream coaching is I actually take your dream, interpret the dream, and then I coach you through the interpretation of the dream and how to manifest that dream. So let's say that you're dreaming about making a change, making changes in your life, uh, and you don't really know how to make the change, or let's say you're seeing something in a dream that God is communicating to you that's requiring some adjustments. I take the dream and the interpretation, and I coach you on how to walk that out in your life. So if you're interested in any of that, you can contact us at our website. Very, very soon, we're going to have a brand new website where you can go that will be dedicated simply to prophetic dreams and visions. Okay. And I need to get this out of the way. We're going to be in our dream school, Dream and Visions, Prophetic Dreams and Visions School in March, and that's going to be 3 sessions on 3 Saturdays in the month of March, where I teach and train you how to be an interpreter. And so we had a phenomenal school the last time we met in the fall of last year, and I'm really looking forward to the impartation and what God's going to do in the midst of that. All right, so you're having a dream, and in the dream, someone hits you, either punches you or slaps you or does something that injures you. What does that mean if somebody hits you in the dream? Um, well, again, when I'm interpreting dreams, I always start in the Word of God. I always start in the Scriptures, and so I try to get as close the interpretation. I try to get as close to the Scriptures as is possible. All right, and so to be hit in a dream or to be punched or slapped or anything like that, that means that you are being judged, uh, not necessarily by the person who has hit you, but that person represents either a system or a relationship. It may even represent a job. Okay. Now in Isaiah 53, verse number 8, it says, "For the transgression of my people, he was stricken." It's talking about Jesus. For the transgression of my people, he was stricken. That word stricken means to be hit, to be struck, to be beaten. Okay. And so and so Jesus was actually being judged, though he was innocent. He was being judged. So a lot of times when, to be hit in a dream and you've been hit, you've been stricken, that means that someone is judging you, but you are innocent. Okay. You are innocent. So then, and so also to be hit, it means that to be slapped or stricken or anything, it means that something is coming to an end, that something is dying in your life, and it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to acknowledge that it is dead, and it's time for you to move on. So one of the key things you want to consider is, what does this person represent? The person may represent it may represent a church, it may represent a ministry, a relationship, it can represent your family, it can even represent where you are living. Okay. But basically, to be hit in a dream, to be slapped, punched, or stricken in any physical matter, it means that you're being judged. Okay, and only God can judge. Okay, so judgment usually is condemnation, and it means that you're being condemned. People are evaluating you wrongly. They have come to a conclusion. Many times when you are judged by people who don't even know you, so all of that is consistent with what is being communicated in the dream. And I always encourage people to pray for revelation. Okay, because sometimes, again, there's the being judged just simply means to wait on God to vindicate you, and sometimes it means that you're in a bad situation that you need to get out of. You don't need to be you don't need to have people in your life judging you, condemning you, falsely accusing you. uh, you don't need it, and God has not called you to live that kind of life. All right, so that's what this particular dream means, and I look forward to sharing more dream meanings and what they mean. Shalom.